Hello. Yes, we welcome you back to PSSB, Physical Sciences Silver Bullet with me, Richard here. Yeah, this question says that consider the circuits X, Y, and Z below, having similar bulbs, batteries, and ammeters. All switches are closed. So this is X, this is Y, this is Z. And then the question comes, it says, identify the type of connection of bulbs in circuits Y and Z. Write series or parallel and give a reason for your answer. Okay, when we look at Y and Z, what arrangement is this one? The answer is parallel. Yes. And what is the reason for choosing parallel? The reason is that there is more than one path for the flow of current. When you look at this junction, what happens? Part of the current flows through that, and another part flows through this. When you look at this one, there's this junction. The current here divides, part goes up, the other one passes here, and the other one passes this side. So when you reach a situation where current is given alternative path, that connection is called parallel. Yeah, then we come to this one. It says that compare the brightness of bulbs in circuit X, Y, and Z. Explain your answer. Okay? Yeah, which circuit will have the brightest bulbs? The answer is Z. Z will have the brightest, followed by Y. X will have the dimmest of all. Yeah, that is it. And reason. What's the reason for Z being the brightest or having the brightest bulbs compared to Y and X having the dimmest? The reason is that the more the resistors are in parallel, the less is the total resistance. You have to know that each bulb represents resistance. So when you put more in parallel, the total resistance decreases. Yeah, that is that. Yeah, then we come to this question. It says that compare the ammeter reading in circuits X, Y, and Z. Explain your answer. Okay, yes, this is the ammeter. And which circuit is going to have the highest reading? It is Z. Z will have the highest reading, followed by Y. X will have the lowest reading. Yeah, so that is it. And reason, what's the reason for ammeter reading in Z being the highest, followed by Y and X having the lowest? Okay, the reason is that the more the resistors in parallel, the less is the total resistance. And you have to know that the less is the total resistance, the higher is the current flowing. Yeah, that is that. Yeah, then we come to this question. It says that consider the circuit below. This is the circuit. Assume the bulbs, ammeters, and cells are the same. Okay, compare you are going to write higher, lower, or equal. Okay, compare what? Ammeter reading A, this one, to A1. Okay. Yeah, to answer this question, this is what you have to know. That when current flows in this circuit, when it reaches this junction, what happens? It divides into 3 routes. Some passes here, another passes here, another passes here. When it reaches here, it recombines and go through A. So there it's obvious that A will have a bigger reading compared to these ones. So what is the answer? Higher. Okay, then we come to this one. Brightness of bulbs P, Q, and R. Okay, if the bulbs are the same and everything is the same, the brightness will be the same. So what is the answer? Equal. Yeah, then we come to this one. The ammeter reading A1, A2, and A3. Okay, if the ammeters are the same and the bulbs are the same, the readings are going to be the same. So what's the answer? Equal. Yeah, then becomes, it says, switch S was opened. This is switch S. And they say, state what will happen to ammeter reading A, this one, A1, A2, and A3. When you open the switch, what will happen? All the ammeters, A, A1, and A2, and A3 will stop giving reading. Yeah, that is that. Then we come to bulbs P, Q, and R. What will happen to bulbs P, Q, and R when you open switch S? The answer is that they'll all go off. Yeah, that is that. Yeah, then this question comes. It says that switch S is closed. State what will happen. Okay, they want you to write bulb P will go off, bulb Q will go off, or bulb R will go off. Okay, the first one is switch S1 is open. Remember, in all these cases, our switch S, our main switch, is closed. So when you open switch S1, what will happen? Or which bulb will go off? It's bulb P. Yeah, then we come to next one, switch S2 is open. This is switch S2. So when you open S2, what will happen? Bulb Q will go off. Yeah, then we come to this one, switch S3 open. What will happen to bulb R? Bulb R will go off. Yeah, that is that. And with that, I would like to thank you for your time. We urge you to subscribe, to comment, to like, to share,